writing my to-dos here. This up here is my food for the 21-day fix, which I started, and then I just keep track of like the things I have to do here. And I'm weird, so I have to cross out the days. And then you can see I crossed the days out here as well. So this is for this week, okay? But what I'm going to show you today is how I'm going to set up my August planner. And I keep it together with a clip so that it's, you know, so that I don't have to flip through all the pages. I can just open up to the page it's on. So we're going to do August. And I started filling in some of the things because the school year is going to be coming up, and the month of August is going to be really busy. So what I did was I went ahead and I was kind of practicing my handwriting. So I found this quote. Like I had said, I was going to do a quote for each month. So I got the quote, and then since August is my birthday month, I kind of wanted to make it really kind of a girly page just for myself. And what I did was I went ahead and I pre-cut these squares for the page, and they're 1 5/8 inches by 1 5/8 inches, obviously, because they're square, and they fit pretty much exactly in the boxes. You can trim them down just a little bit, but I cut out 3 of each. Here I got 3 of these, 3 of these, and 3 of these. And then I went ahead and I pre-cut this as well, so it's faster because I don't have a lot of memory on my phone, so I have to make the videos fast. So right here, this width is 1.5 inches. It's 1.5 inches wide, and it's 7 7/8 long. So I like the little flower on the bottom, and then I thought it would really tie in really cute with the little pieces I already have. So you see I already have some of the things written down. And I'm just going to place these how I want to place them on there and how I think they look good. But I'm going to start over here on this side by putting this down. So I'm going to line it up. And if you hear noise in the background, it's because the kids are watching a movie, and that's what that is. So I'm going to put that there, and then I'm going to put this pink washi on the side, because I do want it to be kind of girly, like I said. I like pinks and turquoise and teals, so I'm just going to put this right here against the edge because I don't want my handwriting to be seen where I have it covered there. Okay. This looks like it needs a little something. I will find something here to put over there. Okay, so now I'm going to start putting things down, putting these down. I'm just going to kind of place them how I want to on here. I want this flower one on my birthday. And it's just random. It's just how or what I think will look good. And I will probably not cover that square just because it's divided. I don't know. I think I want this one instead. Let's put it over here. So that looks good. That looks fine to me. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to adhere those down. Okay, so I adhered those down, and I know they're not in the same place they were before I started because I kind of just switched a few of them around. But now when I found some washi that I'm going to use to lay on top of this, so that way there's like a break, like a little separation there. So I'm going to lay that just on top here. Okay, so there's that. And then this kind of leaves a little line right here where you could kind of do something cute. But first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut my paper, this one of the squares that came with the kit, and I'm going to put it right here just so I can write that quote back out. So I'm going to cut that, and I'm going to put the quote back on there like this. Okay, and then I'm going to do that in just a minute. But then I wanted to show you over here. So trying to keep myself consistent I will be using the same little stickies for each month. So I decided to use these for my blog posts for all the months. So right here, I know I'm gonna have a blog post to do with the pocket source. So I'm just gonna write that on there, and it's kind of like a little star, and then I can see it. And I go ahead and I adhere down with the adhesive just so it will stay on, because they have a tendency to come off. Okay, and then I had this here, and I didn't know if I wanted to keep it there or not, so I went ahead and I wrote the date on there. I don't know if I'll keep that, we'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cut this little strip. I'm not even gonna measure it, I'm just gonna kind of eyeball it, and then I'm gonna write that quote in for you guys so you can see that, and then I will adhere that down. Okay, so I wrote it down right here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and write it out, and it's probably not gonna be straight, but that's okay. So the mind is not a vessel to be filled, but a fire to be kindled. And that's by Plutarch. So I chose this because it's the start of school, so try to be inspirational for the beginning of the school year, I guess. Even though you want to stay home and not have school, but you have to go. So, well, if you're a teacher, you have to go. So there's that. So I'm going to place that on there. Okay. And then I'm going to put a little bit of washi on here just to kind of give it a little bit of depth right here. So I'm going to go with my black hearts because I really like black a lot. It's really my favorite color. So I'm just gonna put that like this. I'm not gonna try to make it fancy. And I think I have some little enamel dots laying around here, which I know you have to be careful with your enamel dots because you don't want them to be all puffy on your pages, but I'm just gonna do it this one time, which will probably drive me nuts whenever I come back on this side, but that's okay. I'll live with it this time. Okay, so now I need to go through and I need to write the dates for the days that I covered up. So that way I just have them. When I first started, I thought, you know, it's not really gonna bother me that they're not on there, but then it bothered me. So I had to go back and write them on there because I just figured, well, you can just look at the day before or after and see what it is, but no, I couldn't do it. This one is just not going to be on there. Well, I'll just put it over here in the corner, and then I'll just write over where it says 16 and 23. And I think I should put a little bit more washi to just balance it out. You kind of always want to do like the rule of triangles or the rule of 3 so that you can have the eye follow around the page. So I'm just going to put it over here. And it needs one more piece, just a small one. And we will go ahead and we will put it right here. And I have this that I keep taking off and on because I don't know what I want to do with it. So it'll stay like that for now. And, you know, I think I'm going to draw some little hearts and stars just for fun. And I'm using the Papermate Flare medium tip. I picked it up at Target, and it's just kind of something that's I like to use. It's more comfortable. I don't know, I used to be like super into Sharpies, but now I'm kind of into the Papermate. So I put those there, and then I think I'm just gonna add some stars just for fun. And then I'm gonna go back and I'll color them in, but I just don't wanna take the time in the video before I run out of space to do that. So over here. And then I'll go back in, I'll fill in some more dates for you, and then I'll show you the finished picture of when it's all done. Okay, so here's pretty much the finished product here. I went through, I added, I colored in my hearts, I added this little thing which I didn't tear off correctly, so I'm just gonna fasten it down with some washi right there. And I will go in as the month goes along and fill in other blog posts that I plan on doing, and they, like I said, will be in the same little sticky. And then I know this month is going to fill up because it does get busy with the beginning of school. So this is my August spread. I hope you enjoyed watching, and thanks for stopping in. And if you have any questions, make sure that you leave them in the comments.